Good.
Fucking hey, dude, we're back.
Yes, we are, pal.
The weekly fun.
We have a blood guest tonight. Our first blood guest.
That's right. Got my brother Tommy in the house. What's up, brother Tommy?
T-Figs.
Hey.
What's up, pal?
How are we?
Dude. Sharon Ave's finest.
Yes.
A real Collingdale guy.
Thank you.
Not only are you two related, but we also lived like a block away growing up. So I know Tom from when he was just a young little toddler.
Young lad.
A young lad on the
baseball
streets.
together.
Remember when we made Chrisser curse?
Yeah.
We're like, come on, Chrisser, say
One
fuck.
of the low
He's
points
like,
of my life.
yeah. He's like, no, I'm not saying it. I'm like, just say fuck. No one's going to hear you. And he was such a good kid. And I was like, just
Pure
say
as driven
he's
snow.
so pure. Yeah. And we were like in fourth grade. And I'm like, just say fuck. Nobody's around. And we badgered him for about a half an
Forced
hour.
it out of him.
And then
I remember where we were.
it was Sharon Ave.
It was Sharon Ave right at Hibbard.
Mm-hmm.
Right at Hibbard, on the right side, across from Sheldrake's.
Yes.
Corner from
Yeah, that's
Sheldrake's,
exactly where it
right
was.
at that hill.
Yeah. And finally, after like a half an hour, and you were right there with me, he says, fuck, like a mouse. And then I go like, of course, like it's me to this day. I was like, whoa, dude, we were just kidding. Like, I got to tell your mom about that. Yeah.
Turning back.
And please don't tell mom. I'm like, I got to go. And so I like ran to his house, but I didn't tell her, but I just wanted to torture the kid. Sorry, Chrisser.
Yeah.
One of my best friends in the world.
2
Yeah.
minutes later, he's lighting up a smoke. It's all completely unraveling.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
of his high and mighty.
Well, he didn't need any cigarettes. His mom smoked when she was pregnant with him, and he has like half an ear because of it.
No way.
Yeah, and his brother has half a lung. Like she churned down smokes like you wouldn't believe. Pregnant.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude, she was hardcore.
That's awesome. And
Yeah.
physical deformities aside, they're normal guys that I like being around.
Great guys,
I
yeah.
think smoking's not as dangerous as they make it out to be. As the liberal media wants you to think.
It's the liberal media. Yeah,
Totally.
that's what I'm getting at.
Totally.
How was your weekend? You had
It was
some
good.
fun, right?
Yeah, I did have some fun this weekend. I was down at Sea Isle with my buddies Mike Boyce, Bob Coco,
Jumping all the while. Yeah.
jumping all the while. We went down there. Members of my band next Wednesday, but I'm sure that you guys are already on board with that. You
Yeah.
guys all understand.
I run the street team, but
The idea was we were going to head down for the weekend, set up all the music because Boyce just got a shore house last summer, and set up a bunch of equipment and record a lot of shit and just jam and try to write. Nothing came of it. Nothing came of it.
a writing
We
trip.
started to get momentum in one song, and we're like, let's go take a walk. Come back with fresh ears. And then we came back and we couldn't fucking play the song.
Right.
Like we couldn't quite get it.
So the momentum you had.
Completely done. Like I had 2 verses done. I'm like, now normally I would stop with a song now, but I'm just not going to fucking get in my own head. Like, let's just crank this out.
Yeah.
Then Mike Boyce writes a bridge and we're really fucking getting somewhere. And we're like, even if this isn't a keeper, let's just bang out a song. Hopefully we get a few more done today. And let's just crank it out, boy. No, dude, everything just fucking unraveled.
Instead, it's like, let's go to pizza at Angelo's. Let's go to La Costa. Fuck.
Yeah, I've got like 8 hours of us jamming and doing and riffing and stuff like that. And there are some cool parts.
Yeah.
But it's got to be something you need to get into and kind of like work on. Either that or I'm just not a songwriter anymore at all. It's been a long ass time.
Right.
I start writing lyrics and I'm like, this sounds fucking stupid. I've got nothing serious to say. And I'm not able to be vague enough to make it sound Eddie Vedder-ish.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this is fucking crap.
I think it's something that it's kind of like anything, like a sport or like if you stop working out, like you can't expect it to just pop right back if you've been out of it that long. But like it's a cool idea, and a song's not going to write itself. So I appreciate you did the fucking act, and nothing came from it.
Even melodically, I'm singing that I'm like, fuck, this sounds exactly like some Sugar Ray bullshit. Like this fucking sucks.
Sugar Ray had a career.
They did have a career. They did have a career, but it was fun. Went down Friday night. Lots of beers, lots of whiskey.
What's the shore like? Crowded?
No,
I
it
mean,
was
it's
dead.
March.
We went to Orr House on Saturday night, saw some music. Dude, I almost got. I thought I was gonna be asked to leave at one point. We
that whacked.
Dude, it's not that I was whacked. I was just being clumsy. I mean, I was fucking shit-faced. Don't get me wrong.
You were just dropping things, but not drunk.
Shit-faced. Dude, I lost track of like the dimensions of my body. to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It happens.
You felt thin,
I just
cute, maybe. Just feeling cute.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't be, but I am.
Yeah.
But it was we were on one side and he goes, there was a couple seats and they're like, hey, why don't you go over there and ask that guy if we'll slide down one so we could. I'm like, fucking, I'll go over. I don't care, And as I go over, like my fucking ass like bangs into a table so hard that it almost tips. And this lady has to like hold it with her husband. And like I only kind of hear the aftermath, and I turn around and it's real slow and they're fucking fixing it. I look over, they're laughing at me. And then I like start squeezing through, and it's a little space between the back of this lady's chair and the wall, and the way I'm trying to squeeze through, it looks like I'm trying to like fuck her purse. And like the husband turns around like giving me the eye. I was like, sorry. And the bartender's like, you all right, pal? And I'm like, yeah, we're good. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, would you mind moving down one so me and my buddies? Then I proceeded to drink like 9 beers, dude. I felt the eyes.
What time of the day?
Believe about 7:15 in the evening. It wasn't day.
No,
It was evening. Yeah, it's
like,
just getting to be
sure.
evening. Yeah,
Let's get
that's
out
a good
here.
time. Yeah,
Let's go out in the public. Let's get some beers and some burgers. I had pierogies and some clam chowder.
It's classy.
How long did you hang for?
About an hour and a half.
Okay, so you didn't close the place down or
No,
anything.
didn't close the place. And we're like, we get it. Like, this is fine. We get beers and shit back at the house. We don't have to spend $7 a pop on.
Was it like a mushroom kind of writing session, or was it more like adult? It was adult.
No. I number one, I was like, I fucking should have brought some mushrooms down. Like, this is great. Yeah. Dude, I didn't bring any of my gadgets down even. Like, I've got a bunch of expensive shit that I
musical
need.
equipment.
Yeah, that I don't need and I never get the chance to fuck with. And I'm such an idiot for not bringing it down. Boyce had his pedal board set up, and Bob brought some pedals, and it would have just been fun just to make some noise with that shit.
That's pretty cool.
But it was good, man. It was cool, and like I love the shore like that. How it's just like super like desolate.
It's awesome, man. I went a New Year's Eve back in like when I was like 21 or so. I went down to somebody's shore house, and I remember it snowed. It rarely snows because of the weather pattern. Like for some reason, like the southern tip of Jersey doesn't get snow very often, and it snowed that night, and it was fucking awesome. Went to the beach, but it's just such a different kind of vibe. You're there in the summertime, you know.
We went down to the beach at like 12:30 in the morning, and we're down there. And then like it was so foggy, like you couldn't even see really. And then like a group of like younger kids start coming down, and they're probably like, "Who are these 3 men down here?"
Yeah,
they're probably about to like hook up. Like
they definitely didn't think you were in a band.
Like, oh, they think we're gonna hook up. Like,
Yo, is that how you know age is catching up when you start to refer to 12:30 as the morning?
Yeah,
like not the night.
Yeah, right. 12:30 in the morning. Yeah,
I think
it's either that or the lack of hair on top of my head that makes me feel
that might be it.
That
could
could
be.
be
Talk
it.
about going down again.
Yeah, we want to do it every few months or so, but
that'd be great.
You know,
it's pretty cool. Hey, if he's got a fucking shore house, fucking use it.
Yeah, plenty of room. It was awesome. Awesome. So you were down, and it was Where you down at like?
Dude, I lived in Wildwood, West Wildwood,
Is this
from
after the arrest.
Yeah. So I had
West Wildwood's like its own
little pocket.
Shady pocket.
Yeah, I got
by the bay, right?
Yes, it's awesome. I love it. But I got arrested in Sea Isle in my 20s, right? And it was no big deal, a couple years probation, but right at the end of probation, I didn't go to the last meeting. So I just continue on with my life, going to my mid 30s, 34. This happened when I was 26, 27. I just go on with my life.
Kind of sounds like a big deal.
Yeah. Well, everything was good. I paid my fines.
Well, pay everything, take care of everything, and then just skip the last meeting.
Well, I didn't know I did, but I was also kind of fucked up tonight. So I didn't know if I did. I obviously did. So years go by, and I go to apply for a job at Penn, and I get the job. They come back. They're like, yo, you have an open warrant for you in Cape May County. I'm like, whoa, that's not possible. I'm like, I've been going down there every summer, like fucking driving back and forth for at least 7-8 years. So like, you got an open warrant. Call down there. They're like, you better turn yourself in. They're like, the back time on your thing is 5 years in state prison. I'm like, whoa, this was a misunderstanding. The prosecutor, whatever, was having none of it. I couldn't talk my way out. Ended up having to get a lawyer, all that stuff. Finally, go down to Cape May County Court for my day in court. And they want to give me like 5 years, 2 to 5 years. And then finally they settled on 90-day work release program. But I had to live in Cape May County all 90 of those days. So I had to like scramble, and my family friend had a shore house in West Wildwood. They call
of a family friend.
Very close. My mom's best friend. And they finally worked it out. They're like, yeah, you can live there. So it's the beginning of February till mid-April. I lived in West Wildwood by myself and worked at the Cape May County Zoo every day. Yeah, I had to work there for 90 days, picking up horse shit and all that kind of stuff, like, picking up trash and shit. So, but I loved it. It was the most, it was kind of like, it sucked because I had all my gigs and all the work that I had here. I had to cut that all off. I had to live there and just do that for 90 days. Luckily, I have a good family. Like I didn't have to worry. But I lived down there, and I remember after like the first week of like being like shocked and this sucks, I was like, this is the most serene thing to be down the shore. This will never happen again in my life. Like to be alone like this, and it'd be February, March, April, blistering cold, and be on the beach by myself. I would take bike rides, walks and shit. I just remember thinking like, this is pretty awesome and it won't happen again.
That kind of self-awareness is so key. Like when you find yourself in a situation like that, to be able to enjoy it, because if you don't have that moment of like, this isn't going to happen again.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's a few months, a few weeks later, and you're not there anymore. You're like, fuck, that was awesome.
It was it was cool. I had to go to the zoo every day from 7 to 3:30. And I would ride from West Wildwood. The Cape May County Zoo is kind of like in between Avalon and Wildwood. So I go there. I made friends with all the workers and some of the other convicts or whatever. And I stayed till April 15th. And then I came home, and then my birthday was 2 days later. I was my 35th birthday. So that was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. But when you said
worse jobs,
honestly, but I mean, no pay. Like, so I literally had to stop my life for 3 months. But when you said like you went down the shore, every time I hear like someone's going down during the off season, I'm like, it's really cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're down on the beach twice. And yeah, like
it's better to go for fun. Yeah.
Yeah. No one down there except the nighttime when the people fucking barged in on us before we started the butt fuck. But other than that, Jesus. But yeah, dude, it was good, man.
Sweet, man.
Aside from me knocking over tables and shit.
And you said there was a band there?
Yeah.
Cover band? They stick to that kind of.
That dude, that guy, Rich Baker. I haven't met him, but I was aware of him. He was always a solo acoustic guy, but I guess he has a band now.
He was
maybe the Ore House. It used to be the Lobster Loft in Seattle.
That's right.
It's owned by the old La Costa owner.
Yeah.
Jumped over that to the Ore House.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He said he bought it in like 06 or something like that. It was still the Lobster Loft. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your R&B?
I was solo. I was supposed to be solo.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he always does solo. He does solo in the off season. Yeah. But yeah, Rich, he was in a cover band way back. I remember him. I don't remember, but one of those kind of B-level cover bands, kind of like mine. The Loop at the time. Like we were no better.
In our hearts.
Thank you.
I want to thank our friends from Corona. Kicking us over a case of Corona Premier. Thank you.
This one real quick.
Nice. Yeah, we got a variety, a hodgepodge of beers down here. You want to just dip your head down real quick?
Yeah. Blow them. You know that music.
Nice. Yeah, when did we? Yeah, we did it last week too.
Yeah,
you did. You did it with
Peggy. Yeah,
Peggy. What a great.
A couple
Mike,
weeks.
I do have to say that was a really nice beatbox.
Thank you.
Came across crystal clear, and it was nice.
My beatbox has always been pretty. My snare is special.
Yeah.
Everything else is just pedestrian, but my snare has a nice pop to it. Yeah.
That was a real nice.
Yeah, pop. A lot of beatboxers in the past said, "How do you get that snare?" I'm like, dude, I was born with it.
Jeez.
Yeah. Thanks.
So I'm knocking over tables at your house. I've been again. We're more be about it. Don't talk about it. But I've been strength training. I've been hitting the gym. Strength training.
You're a morning gym guy, right?
Yeah, I'm whatever it takes, Mike.
Yeah,
but yeah, dude, I can be if I have whatever, dude. I'm not going to go on and on about it. Then no one sees results in a couple months, so I'm not going to.
That's the worst thing when people talk about. They're like, they look at you, they're like, what?
I'm not going to do it. But what I did want to bring up is the way that these college chicks are dressing at the gym is so over the top that it's almost like they want you to stare. But like, I feel like I'm on candid camera and like,
oh, you are.
I feel like it's like hidden.
Oh, you are. They all have it. Yeah. They're looking to be pissed,
dude. Like,
I watch enough of those Twitters. Yeah,
dude. Fucking spandex half tops.
Yeah.
Booty shorts, nothing on underneath, dude. Moose knuckle, crack, dude. And you can't stare because there's definitely like cameras on.
Yeah.
I don't know. The confidence is unreal. I don't know like how they do that.
Those like stretch pants and shit they wear, they're like $200 a piece, like the Lululemon and all that stuff. Some of those like serious workout girls, that's a fucking wardrobe. That's like, they spend a ton of money on that shit. I don't know if it like seals everything up and makes it look perfect, but like, yeah, when I see it, you can tell like the ones.
I went to it. I had an MRI done a few years ago, and there was a sign specifically in the lobby that stated no Lululemon stretch pants.
It's just too
they
erotic?
No, they had, yes.
Well,
They had some sort of metal component.
Really?
In the fabric of the.
And they eliminate cellulite, I think. So like what normally, you know how you had those ones in the past where you take it off, you're like, it doesn't look the same as it did when it was on. But I guess, with that, it totally eliminates that kind of like dimple kind of look. That's why I wear them.
When they're wearing it, or even when they take them off, like it somehow
you're who you are. But like when you wear them,
I am who I am.
Yeah, you're who you are. Yeah, but yeah, that's what they do. Those girls, they spend a ton of money on that shit. But I see that on the internet, like Twitter, like the men, people are starting to fight back for the men because so many girls kind of set guys up like that and leave and like set up a phone and try to catch guys being creeps. But some of them aren't being creeps. And then the girl like flips out on them. And now everyone's like, yo, dude, he didn't do shit. Stop that shit. So now
he easily wore the sweatpants and the baggy t-shirt that you walk around all day
with
anyway.
Right. And you shouldn't gawk at them, whatever they wear. But these girls are going too far trying to like get a TikTok clip. And these guys are just being normal guys. And now people are starting to fight back, men and women. Like, no, you brought that onto yourself. That guy didn't do that. I'm going to turn the tables
on them. I'm going to wear real tight little pants that show off the nub. And I'm going to fucking throw my foot up on the table and do the shit like that. Where they just have to
look.
Yeah. That's the way we're going to do it. Dude, did you see recently the Death Row era Snoop and Dre shit is now back on Apple Music?
I didn't know it was gone.
There was some kind of, I don't know the full story, but there was some kind of like contractual shit going on with Death Row Records. And
right.
It wasn't on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. And just this last week or two, The Chronic is back up now. Doggystyle is back up now.
Yeah.
It is the best. The Chronic has always been one of my favorite albums. Doggystyle may be surpassing it.
I love Doggystyle.
I say that in a present tense because I'm listening to it every day. It is the funniest.
He's a comedian as well. He's an unbelievable rapper, but he's got comic sense and timing that's perfect.
Everything about it is hilarious. It starts off, you know how all the 90s rap shit had like the tracks that were just skits?
Yeah.
Doggystyle opens up tracks 1 and 2 are both skits.
Yeah.
One, he's in a bathtub. It's called Bathtub. And he's getting bathed by a chick and he's bossing around. Baby, get me this, whatever. And then the next song is called G-Funk Intro, and it's an intro to the album. And there's a few people on it. Lady of Rage, remember Afro Puffs?
Yes.
Lady of Rage is the first person rapping, and then it might be Corrupt, and then it's Snoop.
Who's also, not to interrupt, but from Darby Township.
2-5.
Corrupt is from Darby Township, yes.
Yeah, shout out 2-5. Yeah. And then the outro of this song, I had to make this note. It's, dude, I couldn't breathe listening to it. This older guy comes on, and it's not a rap; it's spoken word.
Yeah, it's probably one of Snoop's uncles, some dude from like Crenshaw.
Very well could be, dude. So the beat's going, and I guess this guy's just summing up the whole thing. He goes, foaming at the mouth and wagging his tail, searching through the yards with a keen sense of smell, looking for the business in heat, and when he finds it, he'll be sniffing her seat. We travel in packs, and we do it from the back. How else can you get to the booty? We do it doggy style.
Fucking A.
All the while we do it doggy style. Then he goes, yo motherfucking hoes. He fucked the fleas off a bitch and shaked the ticks off his dick. And the booty, he buries his motherfucking bone. And if there's any left over, he'll roll over and take a doggy bag home.
And this guy's like 70 years old.
Lewd, dude.
This guy's like 70 years old. He's obviously an older man saying this.
I can hear the voice in my head.
It's so fucking lewd. And that's what sets up the rest of the
album.
album.
Sounds like James Earl Jones saying it.
Oh my God.
There's the one on there that's hilarious that you'll know this one is it's the little kid in school. Like, oh, what do you want to be for? I want to be a fireman. I want to be a police officer. What do you want to be, little Snoop? I want to be a motherfucking hustler. Y'all better act somebody.
French braids.
Yeah. This is for the G's and this is for the hustlers. That's my favorite song on that one.
It's just the best mix of fucking gangster swag and just all out comedy. Like not even trying to, like everything and they don't even talk about getting their dick sucked. It's all about like their balls are getting sucked. Like they just fucking skip over their dicks and they're just like, oh, she's all up on my balls. Jesus Christ.
A whole nother level of fucking fellatio.
So over the top.
Well, you said Spotify and Apple, like I wasn't keen on that, but there are other like Neil Young types and the Beatles that took a little while for Spotify and stuff. I don't think you can download Neil Young
It's
on Spotify.
a great strategy if you're established. Like Tool, you couldn't find Tool shit.
Right.
So like if you really wanted Tool music, you had to like buy the CD on Amazon, or like you had to go to a store and buy the CD.
Yeah.
If you're an up and coming musician,
You can't do it.
Didn't Fogarty,
it doesn't really make great sense because you
Right, because you want people to know.
out.
Yeah, right.
Didn't Fogarty just something like that? I remember texting both of you guys. He bought the rights to all of his music recently.
Yeah.
Did that just open it up?
I don't know, but I know guys like at that level like can do that, you know, like, so it's like that, like, are that successful for like 30, 40 years in the music business. It'd be stupid if they didn't buy it all and kind of have their own kind of, music, licensing and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty wild, man.
I think like a few decades went by. He wasn't the primary owner of his songs, and he just was able to.
Well, that happened with Paul McCartney too. Like for a while, like it just, I think in the last couple of years, it kind of just got released back. Like they had to wait 40, 50 years.
You know who they wait for?
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Yeah.
He outbid Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
On their own.
Sorry,
music.
Paul. Business is business.
Yeah. And even up until like Yoko had a part of John, and now I think Paul's got it all now, which is like, throw the guy a bone. He was on every track, you know. One track he didn't do on the Beatles and he didn't like it. And it's one of my favorite tracks. She said. They got in a band fight and he stormed out like, you know, typical Paul doesn't play on that track. Only Beatles song he doesn't play on. Yeah.
That's a great tidbit of knowledge right there.
He plays the least bass.
Is that fact?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the only Beatles song?
And that's one of my favorites, you know. They all got in a fight and they were all on John's side that day. So Paul went out and they're all like laughing at him as he was having a little fit like bands do. But that's a banging track.
Wow. That is awesome. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen sold his whole catalog. Bob Dylan did too.
Neil Young. Yeah.
I feel like somebody kind of newer did too. Like not like a classic rock, but maybe somebody. Like, oh well, I guess they do have music.
But
Bieber.
Yeah, he did too. Yeah, he
Bieber
did
it.
But he did too. I don't know if you remember that, Tom.
Yeah.
07. But now they said, like Bruce said, he's been with Sony for so many years, so like he was going to die anyway. Might as well, like the music business is totally going to be something completely unrecognizable that they knew. Why not cash in on that while they're alive? So Bruce just got $200 million for his grandkids, and all that. That would have just disappeared eventually when music's all free. So these guys are all cashing in on their music, which they should. You know,
and with that artificial intelligence shit, that Chat GPT, you can type into it, "Please write me a song in the style of Dave Matthews with lyrics and the chords, please." And
really?
And a couple of seconds later, it pops up. And it's kind of dog shit, but like, it does do it.
Yeah.
And then you could always kind of modify it or whatever, but it's not a home run way to make a great song.
Right.
You have to come up with the melody, but like, it fucking does it.
Jesus, man.
Know.
Nothing's authentic.
I'm already seeing scary shit, though, from that AI type Chat GPT. The recent, Sorry. Did you see the AI pics that they made?
I've seen every one of AI steals.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean, okay, got you.
They made those pictures of Trump getting arrested last week. Did you see that?
Yeah.
How about what a fucking dud that was, huh? Yeah. I'm ready for him to get like coughed out. Nothing happens to the guy.
Nothing.
He is Teflon.
Nothing.
He's Teflon Don, dude. Nothing happens to the guy. I kind of respect it.
5 years later, where the Cape May County's like, "Oh no, you stop your life back home. You got to come back here now and figure this fucking shit out."
Absolutely, they completely ruined a job and my life for a couple years. But you know, Donnie Boy just walked.
Just
oh, you're gonna arrest me?
To Russia,
fucking do it then.
Yeah.
Cuff me like, you know, crazy.
Yeah, he spoke up. He's like, "I'm getting arrested on Tuesday," and he could have been arrested for this. I want you all to riot and scorch the earth, or fucking someone said that. Which I think is against the law too, to tell people to riot and fucking scorch the earth.
Yeah, it's pretty. But shit's not illegal.
Nothing's illegal.
Nothing's illegal. You can just say shit now. Nothing's bad taste. Nothing's poor. Like you can do whatever the fuck you want now and just say yeah, I did it. Yeah.
Prove to us all right now how different it is for the everyday man by saying something wild, and then we'll document your arrest in a few days. Don't do that, Mike. We need you here.
True.
We need you here.
Have you ever took a look at that Truth platform? No, I've never seen it.
Twitter?
Yeah, they're Twitter.
No,
yeah, never seen
no,
it.
dude, it's all the people that made me quit Facebook anyway. I'm not going to go seek them out now.
Wait, you're not on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay, I was going to say
I'm not.
you've never been.
No, I was.
You were?
Yeah, I was till about 11.
You're a lot like my brother, Sean. Same kind of arc. You know, like, you know, you're not very social media guys.
Nope.
You're quieter than your older brother.
I just don't want to be found.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. That's the same thing. That's the same thing he would say. Like, you know, I don't want all that.
I keep saying I'm going less and less, and then I still pop on every fucking half hour, which is better than
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, I don't even want to look at the time spent on the phone. It's like I've done that before, and I'm like, fuck.
The weekly update every Sunday morning.
I don't.
Because if there's a way I can turn it off, let me know.
Oh God, mine's been off. Thank God.
Okay.
Yeah.
What of how much screen time you've had? Oh, thank God I don't see that.
I don't update my phone either.
Okay.
Because I just feel like there's always some kind of catch.
Yeah, the liberals. I understand.
Yeah.
The George Soros funded tech, big tech.
No, I understand that totally. But yeah, you got to do some of those updates every once in a while.
Yeah.
So we got the thin. We pulled up and on the truck we pulled up in front of there was a thin red line front license plate.
Right. What about the blue?
How is the thin red line necessary? No one's upset with firemen. How?
Nope. Nobody fucks with the B team. Not on my watch.
Like, no one's angry at fire people. Like people's beefs with police or how they the bad apples, do bad things, and then the good apples cover for them. That is typically the public's beef with the cops. Firemen just put out fucking fires. No innocent bystanders are dying and getting stomped out by them, and then the rest of them just don't say shit.
They drink a ton.
Everyone's on board with that, and they deserve that. And hey, we understand there's good apples and bad apples with the cops. I just don't understand the thin red line thing. So HT, how do they get fucked with?
Well, everybody likes being persecuted. Like it's like I'm persecuted. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like my favorite thing on that line is how Irish people would be like, the Irish were persecuted too. It's like, shut the fuck up. We assimilated. We spoke English. It wasn't as hard because you couldn't tell after a generation if you were British or Irish. It's not the same thing. The persecution is not the Irish had to deal with that. I think that fire red line is a little bit like that. Like, everybody wants to feel like they came up and rose from something, you know?
And the Irish are persecuted too is always a drunk uncle trying to justify use of his
I have uncles that love that line.
at the fucking playground.
Just love that line. Yeah.
Uncle Steve, cool with the N-bomb.
It's like, sure,
the Irish are persecuted
there was
too.
like a Irish no need apply. It did happen, but it was a couple generations tops. And then the fucking Irish owned Timothy Hall. They were all cops and they rose, you know, that's the immigrant story. But we were the same skin and spoke the same language. It wasn't as hard.
I'm 0.2% Somalian, and it's been documented. So don't tell me about struggle.
Exactly.
Don't tell me about struggle.
I don't even want to bring it up with him around.
And don't tell me what I can and can't say.
Right.
Hey, thank the two consistent listeners in Africa too on the podcast.
My countrymen.
Yeah.
We want to thank my countrymen for their support.
Their last names, are they Maguire, their last names?
Yeah, Maguires. There's a pocket of Maguires in Somalia.
The funniest part, you guys have a cousin that plays college football, like high-level college football.
Yeah, shout out
and
to
like
Maguire Jr.
Half can't even dribble basketball.
I absolutely can.
It really went to one guy. You could play a little bit. I mean, you were good. You were just as good as everybody, like one of the better kids.
Dude, I can dribble. I don't have handles like crazy. I can dribble.
Oh, you can? Okay. Yeah. But like that dude, like in your family, like a D1, a pro athlete.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's good looking. He's like, I like looking at him.
Yeah. He's good looking.
Yeah. Looks like Tommy a little bit, actually.
Yeah, he's real good.
Like a big muscular Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too much like me.
I'll offer this up. I'll offer this up. I can dribble a little bit.
He's back to that.
I can dribble a little bit, but I'll share this with you guys. On the last day of the boys basketball season a couple weeks ago, and this is first grade boys basketball.
Coach Maguire, right?
Fun.
Yeah.
Coach Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Coach
okay.
Mike. Yeah, it's friendly. It's not.
Yeah, you don't need that respect. Yeah, you don't need that respect.
It's friendly. I'm a mentor. Like I'm not like untouchable. So just for fun, like they did some relay races with the kids, but the final event was coach's 3-point contest.
Ooh, I would.
With your team rebounding for you and kicking it back.
Yeah.
There was 6 teams. I wasn't the only coach not to make one. I thought I'd make one.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only coach to miss every shot, but the other one was a female. I was the only man coach not to sink one. I will offer that up voluntarily.
Did you have fun?
That's all that
great time.
matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that
I had a great
matters.
time, but
Yeah.
some of the boys were visibly disappointed.
Like yeah, they put all their fucking like little kid like heart into you. You're the representative.
I saw some dead eyes after where before I like I saw some love in all of their eyes.
Yeah.
I was their coach. Like I definitely let my boys down.
Just get them,
alright.
get them next year,
Something
man.
And my face visibly
Grow
got red,
towards.
and I remember like fake smiling, like trying to play it off. Yeah, I felt awkward. Oh, yeah.
When
I feel awkward right now.
exactly.
I'm reliving
Yeah,
it
that
too.
you
I'm
missed that.
reliving
I
it
feel
all.
horrible
I'm
for you.
reliving it
Yeah,
too.
but I feel horrible. But when you see those people at the games and shit doing like the layup, foul, half court, everybody in the crowd thinks I could do it.
Yeah.
But then out there, you don't know how hard a 3-pointer is on a fucking official court.
I
It's
just
fucking
saw
far.
a video. A guy made a half-court shot at a Drake concert last week. I think it was last week. I saw the clip last week. So
Yeah.
who knows? It was probably
Drake's got basketball courts.
Yeah,
or-
there was a net.
They brought a basketball net.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And made him shoot. And apparently Drake gave him $25,000 of his own money.
Good for him.
Wow.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Good dude.
I guarantee you,
I made that
especially
number up. It may have been $50,000.
especially with how good cell phone cameras are now.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's so much footage of this happening at the concert. I guarantee you, if you pause it at any moment and zoom in different parts, you're going to see couples fucking at this concert. I can only imagine how unruly a Drake
Yeah.
concert is.
Yeah.
Probably right.
Drake
Just not able to behave themselves.
Yeah, he really owned the music business for a while there. He was like everybody's ghostwriter and shit. I wonder if he's still like the man like that. Like the kids love Drake.
I think.
I'm pretty sure everything he does like turns to gold.
Turns to gold, yeah.
And-
You know why? He's half Jewish.
is he really?
Yeah, yeah. His mother.
Wow. Why did you ball your fists up when you said that? What was that all about?
I don't know. Subconscious.
I was a couple weeks ago. I was like, let me check out this Drake kid, and I was starting to listen to some of his shit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
God's plan. I'm a big fan of that.
He's got like
God's
5 or 6
plan.
albums up. There's a
God's
lot of music
plan.
to check out.
Dude, there's some really good songs.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I have no clue about. But there are some that are really good.
Being a Philly guy, with the beef with Meek Mill, like I took it personally against him for a while, but I shouldn't have. It was between them.
personally.
Well, yeah, I do. Yeah. And but Meek Mill, he's, I grew up in the same street as me, Berks in North Philly,
True.
It's the same fucking street.
Lyrically, he extended many olive leaves your way before you even acknowledged them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we could
think
go
the bigger
tit for
move
tat, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I just saw this rapper recently. His name is Young Gravy.
Ah, yeah.
Have you seen this dude?
Yeah. Yeah. The white guy, tall white dude.
He's fucking 6.
Oh, white guy?
He's 6'7". Yeah. I'll look at you. Don't know who he is? I'll look
don't.
him up.
He was
Hey,
banging
Steve, do a
somebody's
little
mom.
timestamp on this because we'll throw this up too. So his thing is he's like a college age dude. I mean, anyone younger than me is college age. I have no fucking
Yeah, they could be
barometer
like
as far as-
fucking 16.
no idea. But dude, look at him. He's like look at him. He's 6'7". His name's Young Gravy, and he's known for loving MILFs. And he legit goes out and like he'll find like a reality star's mom and like fuck her.
Yeah.
He was on a podcast with this porn star that's older. And she was like, yeah, Young Gravy fucked me really good the other night. And he's right there. And the other dudes are like high-fiving him. And she's like, no, honest to God. She's like, he came over and it was a lot more than I expected. She's like, he nailed me up against the dishwasher, the counter. She's like, it was, and this is a porn star that's been active for 30 years.
Yeah.
She's like, it was unbelievable. And the whole time they're high-fiving him. And he's like, yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't know what
She's
that's like.
I told him anytime he wants, we can run it back. It was truly some of the best experience I've ever
Looked
had.
a little bit like Pau Gasol.
Yeah, he's got that look.
Yeah.
Our lonely,
That's who I thought.
our lonely hoagies out there are all beating off to that last like 40 seconds. The way you fucking built that fucking story, whew, I was like, oh shit, what's happening?
It's just so funny.
So porn.
Dude, look.
It's great.
And that's his whole thing. How old? 27.
We'll try to have Young Gravy on.
Yo, shout out Young Gravy. Come on Hoagie time, or at least call in or something like that. It'd be fucking great to talk to you. And maybe spend the night with maybe Mike over here.
Oh, hey man, I got a 1-bedroom apartment.
But yeah, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And a small kitchen and small couch, baby.
Young Gravy. I tried listening to some of his stuff today. I didn't love the song, but I liked the vibe.
I love the
What was the
vibe.
vibe like? Aggressive?
Nah, like poking fun at himself, like being funny, like whatever.
Like a Lil Dicky kind of satirical rap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lil Dicky's the shit too.
He is the shit, man. That track he does with Snoop is fucking fire. With what's it? The interview, the job interview or whatever. You'll have to take a listen. Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I like his freestyles. Like he's got some great freestyles.
Yeah.
Like Funk Flex and all that shit.
Well, he's Jewish. That's why he's good at
Okay.
that. Yeah.
All right, there you did it again with your fucking you got postured up. That's a rabbit hole I'll fall down a lot. Freestyles.
What, the
on
Holocaust?
YouTube. No, I've already debunked that. I mean, rabbit holes on like on freestyles and shit like that. Like whether it's Little Dicky or Black Thought.
Dude.
I got into that for a little while, the freestyles.
How many times have you watched the Black Thought freestyle? Over 200?
I was going to say probably 200.
Yeah. I've done 50 to 100.
In full.
Yeah, 50 to 100. It's 9 minutes and it's perfect.
It's 11 minutes.
It's 11. Yeah, we have. Yeah,
It's 11 minutes.
Yes. And you've got a good bit of it memorized. We're not going to put you on the spot, but you've got the first couple minutes memorized.
Yeah.
You've displayed that before.
He's busting out like Socrates, philosophy. It's like,
It wasn't a free.
Yeah, there's parts. They say nothing's really a freestyle, but it's just they take things from they have like come and go points in raps where they can go back and use that kind of like verse and then make it kind of flow.
I don't think he does that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think he does that specifically, but like there's a Pusha T one, like I know what he liked.
Yeah.
Like that one, there's one that's fucking great.
Yeah.
And then like I shouldn't have read the comments because in my head and in my heart, I was loving it so much. And I would go back and revisit it. I fucking looked at the comments and someone's like, "This is the second verse in blah 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 track on this album. It's so whack."
Yeah.
Pull this off as a freestyle.
I know Beanie Siegel does that, and I love
did it a few
Beanie, but he'll redo shit in his verses, and I have too, so I understand.
When we would freestyle like at our shows, when we were getting our reps in and we were like doing it fairly often, they'd be cool sometimes. I can't get more than 10 seconds in anymore without
You
just
could
fucking
do it.
repeating
You could
myself.
do it, and you actually took chances, like, and did different shit. I had like one or two written, and when I did try something else, it fucking bombed 10 seconds into it, and I had to just say something stupid, like, you know. But you actually took more chances than I do.
The best opening, because we would have these like springboards. We'd have like opening lines. Sometimes. The fucking best one, you'd be like, "I did enough coke today to kill a lion. You think I'm lying?" Then you'd spin around. "Ask Brian. He's a fucking addict," which doesn't even rhyme, but it just turns into a fucking dressing him down.
He got mad at me for that. My mom's fucking here.
His mom was there too. Fuck. His mom was there. And the theatrics too, and the physicality of turning around and fucking pointing angrily at him. Ask Brian.
He's an addict. And it just broke apart there, and everyone's like, ah.
He's a fucking addict.